everyone, welcome back to Hollywood Journal with Dolly. Now, before I show you how to make a bath bomb, please ignore my nails today. They are disgusting. So what will you need to make a bath bomb? You're going to need some Epsom salts, so 90 grams of those. You're going to need some sodium bicarbonate, 180 grams of that. You're also going to need some corn flour, just 90 grams of that you need. And you're also going to need some citric acid, and that's 90 grams. And you can find all these things on Amazon. Mine came in a kit that I got for Christmas that I finally got around to making, but you can get all this stuff that I'm showing you on Amazon. You also need some sort of fragrance. I'm using a grapefruit and ginger fragrance that came with the kit, but you can use perfumes and things like that as long as they're kind to your skin. And you also need some coconut oil, and if it's hard, just give it a quick whiz in the microwave and it should be fine. You need 10 millilitres of both of those, sorry. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your sieve and your bowl, and you're going to sieve through all of your dry ingredients, just like you're baking. So what you don't want to do though is drop the sieve in the bowl like I do here. So you're going to sieve through your stuff. I have sped this process up a little bit for you. And make sure that there's absolutely no lumps in any of the ingredients that you're using, because you want it to be nice and fine when you make it into the bath bomb. And I'll put all of the ingredients and everything down below, but I thought this was a nice little craft if you're stuck in staying at home and you wanted to relax in the bath. You could maybe make these. You don't need the kit, like I say, you just need the ingredients and the equipment, and you'll be fine. And the measurements, which I will all put in the description box below. Now these bits are a little bit harder to get, so just really with your spatula try and push down. Now I've spread it up a little bit, so there's all 4 ingredients in there now, and I'm just adding some glitter. If you are adding glitter, please make sure it's biodegradable, so when it goes into the sewer or wherever the water goes, I don't know, it rushes away. You don't want that clogging up anywhere. You can also get body glitter as well, all sorts of things like that. Just make sure you know what you're putting in. But I wanted to make mine sparkly, but that's a personal preference. You don't have to do that if you don't want. So now you need to get a little bit of water, and you need to get your liquids out. So that's your coconut oil, your fragrances, and I'm using a little bit of food colouring as well, just to make mine a different colour. So get a different little pot. I'm using this little lunch box. Get your fragrance and just pop it in there. And like I say, it's 10 millilitres. And you want to mix that with your coconut oil. And then you're also going to add in 10 millilitres of water as well. I just remembered before I picked that up. And I'm just using the little bottle to measure that out. And then I decided to add some food colouring. Now I do have a spill here that you'll see in a minute. However, that doesn't actually matter, which you'll see why later in the video. But what you're going to do is you're just going to mix those around in your little pot. I'm using a measuring scoop, but you can use whatever you've got on hand. And it won't mix fully because obviously there's oil and water in there, so it might be a little bit hard to mix, but you'll get there eventually, and that'll do. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring back your dry ingredients, and I've got a pipette here, but you can just honestly use a spoon. Like, you don't need to use this. Like I said, this is just because it came with the kit that I got for Christmas and I wanted to use it all. But you're just going to slowly add in the wet to the dry and mix after each addition, and it is going to fizz up. You're going to think that that's wrong, but just keep going, trust me, it's fine. It's meant to fizz a little bit because it's just the stuff reacting with the watery stuff that you're putting in the liquids. So you're just going to keep doing this till it's nicely incorporated. And again, I've sped up this a little bit as well because this took quite a while. So you're just going to have to do it after each addition. And when you've nearly got all of your liquids added, it's going to look a little bit like this. So it's going to have kind of the consistency of kind of wet sand. So I'm just adding in the last bit, and I'm using this little tiny silicone spatula, and I find them really useful for doing anything like crafty or also baking as well, because it gets everything up. It's really, really good at getting everything. So I'm just stirring it, and it's not pink enough for me. I want it a little bit pinker, so this is why it didn't matter earlier when I went over. But look how crazy that goes. It just bubbles over everywhere. So I've just added that in, and I'm just stirring it in. Again, just like you would if you're baking something. So mix it in, and then you should have the consistency of wet sand. Sorry if you just heard the dog go then. That was my boyfriend looking in on me. But yeah, you want to make sure that it's kind of wet and well incorporated in there. So then you're going to start forming your bath bombs. Now this is really, really easy if you have a little mould like mine came with, but you can also use other things like a little craft tray that you might have, or you could use a cup, or you could even just use your hands as well, like kind of pretend that you're making meatballs or something. You could do it like that. So just check with your hands that the consistency is right and it's sticking together. And like I said, these are the little moulds that came with the kit that I got. So how I did it is I've got one scoop and I got it really tight in one side, and then the other bit I just added about half of the ingredients and then stuck it together. Now I will do it again so you can see it a little bit clearer on the camera. And then I've pushed it really hard, and then I just shake it like crazy. And shaking it acts kind of like if you've got one of them rice makers that makes little rice balls. It's the same technology. It kind of binds it together when you whack it about like that. And then I'm going to do another one for you on camera so you can see a little bit easier what I'm doing here. So as I said before, squish down the mixture into one side, and then the other one a little bit looser and a little bit less, as you can see. Push it together, get rid of any excess from the outside, and then give it a good shake and a squeeze and a shake. And then open a sesame, and there you go. And I like to just squeeze it around with my hands a little bit just to kind of form the shape a little bit more, and then there you go, that's your bath bombs. So here's me just showing you that you can make them by hand quite easily as well. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's just a little bit different to usual, but I'm thinking of starting up doing some different crafty videos. So let me know if you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. Stay safe.